What's happening? What's going on YouTube? So Shaq and Charles got into it about coaches versus players. It was a great debate. Kenny, of course, was the media moderator, and Ernie was the mediator, and it was like trying to break the tie. I think Kenny ended up siding with Charles because he said that players have to play, but you do important with coaching. Shaq tried to downplay, and of course, look, I'm a big Shaq fan, but Shaq be petty and all that. But I went to 6 finals and all that. Who did you win with? Your first coach in Orlando, who I won't even name, was not Phil Jackson. It wasn't Pat Riley. You won 4 rings, 3 with Phil, 1 with Pat, and out of those 5 trips with those 2 elite. And you were dominant in 5 of those series. Coaching does matter. That was the difference between Phil Jackson and Doug Collins. Scottie Pippen had a point about Doug Collins coddling Michael Jordan, but Phil got him to another level. Of course, with the triangle and Tex Winter and all that. But you got to have people do respond to coaches. I hear Troy Aikman talk about Jimmy Johnson all the time. He won a ring with Barry Switzer. He don't even talk about that. He said Jimmy Johnson. Players do respect. Belichick, Brady. Even though it was hard and critical. Popovich, Duncan, Ginobili, Parker. It worked. You got certain coaches. I'll give you a case in point where coaches make a difference in to come to Shaq. When the Sixers went to the finals, as great as Allen Iverson was, Larry Brown's system, they were close to the Lakers. He came back. They lost 4-1. You fast forward from 2001, and great as Shaq was, and Shaq was still great in the finals against the Pistons. He just didn't get the touches. But it was, and I know Karl Malone was old, and Gary Payton got hurt and all that. But it was the same philosophy where he ran with Chauncey Billups and Richard Hamilton. The difference is Chauncey Billups just tore up Gary Payton's behind at the point differential. But it was the same principles. He got them to buy into what he was doing. That's what coaching does. There does make a difference how people respond. You look at somebody. I've been having all these people come in, comment about how I defended Pat Riley's 3 titles, 7 final appearances, either executive as a coach or manager, his capacity with the Miami Heat. And they love running with Paul Pierce saying how they dissing him and saying, oh, he destroyed Heat culture. Well, Heat culture is not the same as it was. But make me no mistake about it. People came because of Pat Riley. The reputation, the rings, the respect. That's what got LeBron. That's what got Shaq. That's what got a lot of them to come over there because of who he is and what he did. We live in a culture where people do real recognize is real. If you got a guy that's a buster coach, he ain't going to get the same opportunities. Now, Sacramento, I like what Charles said. DeRozan was brought in. He said Mike Brown didn't just start learning how to coach. They quit on him. They did. That's what happened with Giannis in Milwaukee last year. Got their coach fired. They were